My boy, I have Are they dead? Oh, are they the fallen comrades from the battle? Oh, there you are, Yuko. Come, rest a while. We have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's Eorzea defeat, the Amajat will be less inclined to risk our wrath. For a time at least. Now, where were we? Oh yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be any use to you or the abductees. They may be the whole of the body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. For once a man is tempered, but it will suit me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all this misfortune, there is still a reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hands, no less. This is the deed of no ordinary individual, Yuko. Not that I have ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you had the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minifila will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust she shan't object to my bearing and tiding to her. That way I can claim to have contributed to something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the Wakened Sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss the matters in detail then. Just don't wait too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Oh, my boy. Now we need to make our way back to the Wakened Sands, and we're going to use, as always, our teleporting device to go all the way back. Hey, Tataru, welcome back. If you could look after Fat Stewart for a while I just go into the Wakened Sands. Please, look after him. Look after him. As you monsters don't allow him in here. Oh, the sounds of the Seventh Dawn. Ah, the triumph hero returns. Bancred told us of the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar giving a full report to Lady Minifer. You should join them at once. Lady Minifer is the most eager to see you. Look at the stike! And we get a ring. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Whoop! Nice. I will take that. Thank you very much. My late arrival nearly cost Yuko his life. I wasn't there when the Amajat took him prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served to Ifrit. There it is. Yes, by some miracle he survived. But that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face the dangers alone. I failed him utterly. Just as I'm failing you all. Oh, don't put yourself down there. What's done is done, Fakrid. You can ill blame yourself for every... Yes, look at the fake boots. Yuko, is it good to see you again? Impeccable timing, my friend. I just finished regaling. It told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I have no cause to fear. And now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amajat undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. There you go. Nor is the tale limited to Udar. Similar, the incidents have been rife in both Leminza and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to see these crimes that are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifest in the physical realm, primals must consume Aether if they are to maintain their presence here. And the stronger they become, the more Aether they require. Now, Aether exists throughout the creation. It flows through all life and permits the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. No, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of Aether crystals. Ooh. It is for a reason that indicated involving crystals can be often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with why the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of Aether. What? However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals pat out their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards which a primal essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or the aetheric coalescent, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their gods become. I do apologize for this. But the primals are the seldom satisfied with the freely gives, and in the order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this, the tempting mortals, a process to which yourself was subjected. Yet even Irite took your comrades in thrall, and you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to the primal influence. Oh! It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now to begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait. Meticulous planning, such as elaborate designs, are a new development, and ones would fill me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share my concerns, the presenting feeling is one of a relief at your safe return. An immortal flame assured me that you will deal with the aftermath, so you need not to concern yourself with that. We may rest for an easy time. I suggest you take full advantage of your respite, Yuko. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who failed, I fear you will have nearly a moment to yourself. Oh man. Look at them pink boots though. Look at them pink boots. Whatever she intended to do, or no, Inafilali neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you hear from one of us. It concerns the tempted abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that all are to be put to death. The flames whom you are imprisoned included leads to say this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were other recourse. But once a man is tempted, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends the strength to the primal, whom we cannot choose but worship. And with the Sirens continue our fight, there was no innocence needed to be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Yuko. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. So, if you get taken over by the Primal, that is it. God's forgive me. How many more lives? The locks would have never allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Ah, that kind of took a dark turn, didn't it? You're so boned. You're so boned. Woo. Now we need to go. Oh, we do have the dungeon that we. Oh, it's level 20 as well. Woo-wee. But we do have another quest. They are gone forever. Pepe Love. What? Min is wearing a weird smile. It might have something to do with the newfound fame. Yes, indeed. Yes. Boom. Until not so long ago, we were part of many adventurers seeking to make their way to Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to be esteemed post of an envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need, without thought of reward. Confirming to Yalshota that the Sirens would benefit from your aid, and no sooner had you joined us than you personally best. The primal... Yes. Yes. Just say yes. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in doing so. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look. We have guests, Yuko, or rather, you have guests. Do I? Whoa, 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 whoa! Pardon us, hello! Who are these? I recognize you. The Flame Officer. Ha ha! Lady! Radiant as always. Stop! I'm given to understand that the Sirens of the Seven Dawns have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa Lolumza. Or Limsa Laminza. Sorry. To offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. No. Get out of it. Get yoinked. As you can see, Yuko, your recent exploits have garnered you the attention of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization have, I think, bayed for its own. To end this, all three have sent officers to court you. What? Oh, they have not ordinary to go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. They have evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Yuko's deeds spread so quickly. That the immortal flames should have known of his triumphs is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Your reputation precedes you, master friend. This is no ordinary man who can just face a primal and emerge the victor. The order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join our strengths to yours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelverswood. Do I want to be with Wood Boys? Don't think so. The Flame Officer. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, master friend. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperity future for Ulda. Excuse me? The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have took the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. And as many of the Limsan, long before the rest of the Eorzea took note, your name was well known to her. Owing your valorous deeds on behalf of our citizens, it is only natural that that we should want you to, for the Maelstrom, join your strengths to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa. Limsa Laminza. There you go, to the shores of glory. Breeding at its finest. So I have to choose between 3 grand companies, and each of them have the 3 starting areas. Lady Min? Very well. Though, oh my god. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, perhaps a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the grand companies are all encompassing organizations empowered to upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. They are presentively 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa Laminza, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Udar. Serving a grand company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, such as which might provide useful to you in other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which grand company best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you may take this day need not to be permanent. Oh! Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date. You are entitled to do so, and yet I commend that is a small choice you face. Oh, so you can choose. Ah, a thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold a remembrance service. Oh. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each grand company will be delivering an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What you say, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Smooth operator there, very well. Let Yuko hear our leaders speak, then return here when he is with his decision. Hey, my boys, we eagerly await your answer. My boys? My boys, off they go. I know, that was quite a mouthful and quite some words to take in, wasn't it? That was good. Oh! I know full well that the adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed and not best suited to the disciplines of the military service, but I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of the reward is enticing in itself, it is not only a benefit. You are possessed of great power, Yuko, and with it, you are capable of doing untold good. Yet known of the great power, it won't attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must need to be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of the grand company, however, you are one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. I like how she's looking up at the light when she's... Oh, no, she's looking at me. Of course, joining one organization need not leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12th know that we will have need of you in the days ahead. The grand companies seek to protect their own nations. We saw on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect you that you will field more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Hey, there's the thing. Eorzea is changing, Yuko, and you have the power to shape it anew. Yes, with my pink boots I can do anything. None can say with the morrow that will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught that we can achieve. Now it is time that you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tabaru. She will appraise you as to where and when the remembrance service are due to take place. New pearl this. Now that was some reading. That was some reading. Now we gotta speak to Tabaru, and we do have the 3 boys. I kind of want to go with our boy because of our starting area. Okay, a hero in the making. Go speak to Tabaru. Yes, now we can get Fat Stewart back. We can get Fat Stewart back. Come on, come on. Have you seen? Look how little XP I need to level up. Are you serious? Are you serious? No way. No. Fat Stewart. Welcome back, my boy. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting. Yuko. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Amen. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally, if necessary. Anyways, I expected you wanted to know when and where the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Grodania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adler, will hold the first of 3 services, and the Elder Seed Seer, Khan E. Senna, will deliver her address at the Mio Kelto. Yeah. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Ah, there's still not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Udar, where the Flame General Rudaban will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored there's going to be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, you will make your way to the State Room in Laminza, where the Maelstrom Chief, Admiral, yes, Blowfish, will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, and he will meet you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you can find the remembrance services suitable, educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in the prescribed order, though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in your favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. So we got to make our way to Gridania. So if we teleport and then make our way to New Gridania, bing, bang, bong, that's how you do it. Admiral Blowfish, that's how we do it. I might have it. Yes. What? I do. I do. Very nice indeed. This is where you get the bard, isn't it? Hello? Hello? Quest? Where is Quest? Oh, there. I walked over it. I walked over it. My destination is here, and I must wait. Are they going to be voice acted in this? Oh.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 seed seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
Oh, no. I can assure you that isn't.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the green wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Oh!
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
Yes, that is very elegant. Where's the pigeon, though?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the high roads without
We
fear.
get Savannah the twins! Oh!
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
Ooh.
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children.
Hey!
It's up to us to
Oh,
protect the
that's
forest.
amazing, the cutscene, huh? Like, damn. Look at that smile, look at that. she knows. That's a good presentation, I gotta give you that. Oh, okay, do that swagger turn, I see. I see. And off they go. That's so cool, though. We get to see a bit of the twins because they're such a mystery. They were on the ship with us when we first come to this land. Oh, more lore, more. The plot thickens. Where's my marshmallows?
If you'll permit me, ALPHINAUD. And my sister, Alisaie, at your service.
Pink boot boy here.
I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Oh, this is so cool. No, you give it to me. No, you give it to me. He sounds so posh. Oh, yes. And now you have back to me. We had some beautiful voice acting, and now back to me. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The Axel are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally war-like depositor, and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal Gardua. Oh no, I don't fucking that's our Warframe. The Saurons or the Cyphals. Oh my. Oh no. By contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than. Gee, and I want to become a voice actor. This would go down well, wouldn't it? And have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently, at least. Oh. Oh my God. Why did they give it to me? Oh no. I've grown aloof, a change observed roughly at the time they summoned the primal Rivan. She don't really speak, does she? The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Axel ever more regularly, they have been assured that they do it in self-defense, as their sigils. Sigils. They are yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The 12swood were grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager? Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their excursions, spun on the Gridu. What was the Warframe's name? Because that's that. Garuda. That's it. Garuda. And the insatiable appetite for destruction. Whatever the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to an all-out war. And when it does, the Order of the Twin Adler will need all the help it can muster. How valuable it might the aid of a capable Avenger prove to them. Then. Yes, give me the nod. The majestic posh nod. Farewell. So the sister doesn't speak. Okay. That makes me very curious in what she has to say on the whole situation. And there they go. No. And now we must make our way to Udar to attend the remembrance over there. And then up here. Yes. Yes. We have done it, chat. We have navigated to it. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. We have... Donuts. There you go. Maybe make the map a bit bigger. No, it's just a donut moment. Don't worry about me. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I've been up a while. It's fine. Destination. We are here in Ul'dah for the next remembrance service. Here we go. I need to turn this on because I think... Oh, there's my majestic man.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanamo herself!
And Roban as well.
Hey!
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert.
Bosom.
Where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah!
Hurrah! Bosom!
Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Nal'thal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
Hey, go on. Hey, the twins are here again.
At the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
So they
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead.
Oh, well.
Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, look at
Ye
us.
who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you.
I beseech. That's a naughty word, isn't it?
Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people. Ya for Ul'dah!
Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your Grace.
Raubon?
Oh, that's the cutest thing I've seen all day.
Ul'dah. I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measured that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people.
Oh my god, no.
Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live
Victory and fortune. Stride fearless
Look at that.
into the inferno. For we are by fire reborn.
Reborn. Hell yeah. Oh, these remembrance speeches are just amazing. And now we can have any more dialogue from the twins as well.
Forsooth,
The time is now! I
Fancy meeting you again.
Hello. Yes, we meet again. And now you give it back over to me in order to speak? No, hopefully not. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. The Ul'dahs have a long history of conflict with the Amaja, The beast tribe that worship the primal Iript? Judging by your look at a distance, I take you have encountered them. Have. The Udars do not shy from confrontation, is aught threatened their precious prosperity. They will seek to crush it. So they have dealt with the Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he stroked to life. Yet he is one of the several problems, though they have been quite the past 5 years. The Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, the refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Uldar has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even all the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless. And even assuming they had coin, resources will ever be finite. Finite? Which brings me to the subject of the Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amurjat are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so that's not the last time we're going to see him. The Uldars send their forces to smite the primal, and though they variably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attribution which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder then, the immortal flames are eager to recruit more members. I won't be their pawn. At such desperate hour, an adventurer of such as your experience would be the most welcome addition to their ranks. Bink. Oh, and she's off. Silent one. Silent one, huh? Okay. Okay. Fat Stuart and Sparky. Oh, my boys. My boys. Oh, my boys. Now we must go back to where it all began. Back to Lominsa, and meet Admiral Blowfish. It's been a while. Hello, good sir. Get me in that lift so I can boink it up. Here to attend the remembrance service. Be quick. The Admiral is due to give her address at any moment. Don't go then. Stuart. Fat Stuart. We put him on our shoulders and run in there with him. Oh, here we go. Make sure.
Are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
Hold on.
Sunk beyond the seabed.
Blowfish. It's time, Blowfish. Oh, she had to be on a platform, did she? What's going on?
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride.
Blowfish.
700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Yeah! Blowfish!
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say.
Yes. Yes, I do love the voice.
The Crimson Field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the Black Longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Oh, that's nice.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
Ooh.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have
Oh, yeah, we.
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now, the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes.
He's calling shots.
How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck?
Ooh. She's
There
got.
is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well. A crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Admiral, Blowfish.
Gather the lads!
Oh, I love this. Oh, these speeches that have been amazing.
I'll follow ye to the 7 hells, Admiral.
Is that Baron? Is that Baron? Is that my boy? That's got to be my boy. Oi. Oi. Oh no, that man when I see him. Hello again. Hello.
Fancy meeting you again.
Yes, first time's a charm. No, now they give it to me. No. Again. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Laminza is plagued by 2 beast tribes. The first are like the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathans. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal titan for their god. As the beast tribes present weren't troublesome enough, the Guardians have also chose to erect a fortress right in the Limsa backyard. And that is to say naught of the eternal strife as a nation of pirates, and there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions. And while they fight amongst themselves, the Guardians whet their blades and watch. If the Limsonians are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. Ooh. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. But will you sail with the Admiral? Of course we will. Of course we will. That's what we're going with. Of course we will be with her till the very end. And farewell till we meet again. The twins. Till we meet again. Oh, man. Oh, hello? Hello? Yuko, this is Millafilla. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service has now concluded? A moment ago, you say. What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remembered our guests from the Grand Companies. While delighted though we have them at the Wakened Sands, it is not to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Don't you worry. We will make our way back to the Wakened Sands to choose our decision with the Grand Company. Fainaru, we are back. Look after Fat Stewart for me, please. Please, look after Fat Stewart. Look after him, please. Look at him. Oh, please, look after Fat Stewart, please. 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 As we make our way into the Wakened Sands to make our choice. We gotta go with the Admiral. It makes sense. It's our starting area. It's our call. It's where we belong. Into the solar. Oh. Hey, I've returned. Welcome back, Yuko. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you hoped? Aye, each nation is blessed with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that were more of you, Yuko? But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once you made your mind up, pray give the Grand Company's officers your answer. And I will yoink. I will just take that. I will put the stoinks in my ass. Thank you very much. Quest is now completed. Hell yes. Oh, we're having a nice nice cup of tea.
The gods only know what Grand Company our adventurer friend will keep.
Go on. And more. Tell us more. Yes.
The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and 7th Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity?
Why are we looking at a light?
No, dear Alisaie, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them.
What?
Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the 7th Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience.
Look at his face. Look at that. That's a shocked man if I've ever seen one.
There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
That's
You
just...
are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
Oh! So they separate?
My lady!
We are to escort you.
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
That's huge. That's huge. Oh, wow. Based on each of the 3 speeches that we received from each of these cities, and me being from Leminza, I do want to go with the officer. Blowfish, I do want to go with that. It makes sense. It's from my hometown. And with the Admiral, I'm going to respect her and go with that. If I go with another city, it's kind of disrespecting the city that I've been born and brought up in. So I feel like going with this grand company. How was the Admiral's speech? You don't need to explain. That you stand before me now is your answer enough. You have resolved to join the Maelstrom. Have you not? Yes, I have. Let's do this. That's the spirit, lad. What allies like you, how much stronger is our crew. Let us brave the seas together, friend. Now the choice is made. It is time to add your name to our rolls. Make your way to the Maelstrom Command back in Limsa. To keep you company, the Maelstrom. Hell yes. This is up on the upper deck, just in case you have forgotten. I will send you our personal officer to expect you. The duties of a Maelstrom soldier can be both ambitious and challenging, but I promise you, you will not regret this choice. May your passage be swift and your bearings. And there it is. There, he did it. He did it. We are going to be picking this up tomorrow. Normally I do the thing. Normally we do something a little bit different on the Saturday, but I really want to continue on with the story. So tomorrow we are going to continue on with the story at the exact same time, 3 PM BST as always.